What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Chopp'd Audio, episode number 6. We back, man. Well, I'm back. Bruh, niggas been busy. Honestly, I haven't done this because it's been I've been trying to just get stuff together. Adulting, and I hate when people say adulting. I'm not gonna say adulting. Honestly, what I want to say is I'm just gonna just be myself. Because damn, I just got deep into this really quick. That's how you know some shit is really going on. But nah, I'm just gonna be myself and not trying to all right, YouTubers can understand what I'm about to say, but not try to copy somebody else's I guess fame or stardom or their vibe. I'm just gonna just be myself, honestly. Oh yeah, okay. So Trey Swami's here. Forgot to tell y'all that.
Bang, what's
There's a lot of shit going on, man.
That's great.
But anyways, so honestly, I'm gonna be regular me. This is how everybody else sees me. There's gonna be nothing sugar coated, nothing fabricated. It's gonna be regular old me. I already said that. But anyways, bro, I've been trying to get my credit right. I've been trying to get a job, a car, bruh. But niggas is out here with no whip.
I'm trying to figure out where you're living next semester, or not next semester, next year, next school year.
Trying to just figure out where my YouTube is gonna go. Hey, hold up, I'm not gonna make myself sound that stupid. What's 13 minus 8? Well, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 5 new subscribers on this channel. So, yo, shout out to y'all. Honestly, I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all like me for me now. I've always been myself, but now I'm really just finna be myself. I hope y'all like me for me. Thank you for subscribing to Chopp'd. And I'm gonna just keep recording as long as I can. And hopefully I got the opportunity to keep doing it. But anyways, enough about myself. We got Trey Swami back in the building. The person that was, he got the most views on the podcast ever since every other podcast. He got the most plays on there. I don't know if that's because we were talking about the Kanye West Yandi thing.
We did?
Yeah. It's titled Kanye West Yandi. Oh, Lil Xan overdosed on hot Cheetos.
That was crazy.
That got the most plays.
That was a good podcast.
Yeah, that was a good podcast. Every other podcast since then has been kind of rough.
We're gonna make this one juicy. Actually, let me sit up. I'm gonna get in this. I'm laying down because usually I can talk laying down, but
yeah.
I can spout some stuff out standing up. Let me sit up real quick.
Go ahead and get into it.
Just the mic.
Oh, have you seen David's new vlog?
No.
Bruh, so Dom. You know Dom, right?
Yeah, I know Dom.
So basically it was David. No, somebody.
So for
who
people
said
who
it?
don't know who he's talking about David Dobrik. You guys probably know.
They know who I'm talking about.
They know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that stuff. Don't worry, bruh. Look up David Dobrik if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you know what? It is good to give a backstory.
Yeah, sometimes people don't know.
So David Dobrik is this famous ass YouTuber guy. Got a lot of money. He's really funny though, so everything that's happening for him is kind of deserved because he works hard and he's really funny and he just know how to finesse. But anyways, he got this friend named Dom, and basically, so what I'm telling you is it was this guy. One of his friends said he was with this girl, and she told he was I know David Dobrik, and she was oh my gosh, do you know Jason Nash? And he was yeah. And then she was do you know Dom? Because I want to fuck the shit out of him. And then it was and then he told David, then David told Dom. So basically they went to the girl's house.
What?
They went to the girl's house and surprised her and stuff like that. And Dom came with them. Then Dom smashed the girl on
What?
God. On God.
First of all, how they know where she stayed at? She gave him the address?
Yeah, I mean,
that's dumb.
yeah.
I don't care how famous you are. That's dangerous.
I mean, I don't think she's that regular.
Or he was gonna do anything, but that's still Still dangerous.
Yeah, but I fuck with.
But that's crazy.
I mean, I mess with David Dobrik and Jason, and I listen to their Views podcast all the time. I haven't finished the recent episode that came out this last Thursday, but David, if you ever come across this and you're listening, I will always collab with you, and I just like you as a person. And Jason, you're really cool too. So if you hear this, shout out the podcast. Let me know. We can link. I'm a cool ass guy. Roderick's cool too. Well, Trey Swami, whatever. And yeah, hit me up. Tell us what you've been on.
Well, today I just got back from a basketball game, college basketball game, men's basketball. I think we were playing OSU. I think that's Oklahoma State University, I think. We were playing them. We were losing by 20. We were down by 20. We somehow came back in the last few minutes, and we were within like 2 points, tied it up, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, 2 points. And then our star point guard came out last second, shot at 3, brought us within 2. Not brought us within 2. We were up by 2, game over. Crazy. Everybody was going crazy. I think that was our second home game. It's just, yeah, that was a good game. I don't know. I've been trying to, work on this school stuff, try to finish the semester out strong. Been working. I've been getting into like making beats. I don't know if you guys know the program LMMS. It's free.
Oh,
So
you're
that's
not
what we
using
use.
FL Studio anymore?
Nah, like that's like a 90. Like the basic package is like $90. Basic package is $90. That's expensive. And you could use the free trial, and I think it lets you do almost everything the little basic package does, except you can't open up your projects after you save them. So you can do all that stuff, but as soon as you're finished with it, you save and you close it, you can't open it back up.
Dang.
So I don't like that. So I just found a free software that lets me do whatever, all the stuff. Because it's like, honestly, if you know what you're doing, you don't really need, the software almost doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah. And we also found out that our roommate's little brother, he makes beats for a guy that's on our marching band. And the beat sounds straight. Like, shout out to D.I.S. He told me at band practice, he was like, yo, I listened to the podcast. And I was like, appreciate it. So shout out to D.I.S. I think that's what kind of gave Roderick. I mean, he already wanted to make a mixtape.
Yeah.
But that gave him, I think, more inspiration to do it.
Yeah. Shout out D.I.S. Clark, DEIESSCLARKE on Instagram.
Damn, a full plug?
Yeah, full plug, because, why not? A couple little niggas out there, make it. Some shit. But yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about, like, not like a real serious mixtape. Like, I'm not trying to be a rapper, but like on some, like, I'm bored. Mixtapes are cool. Like making music's cool or whatever. I probably try to make a few, like funny songs, anything serious. But, so I've been like trying to create, something for my fans so they have some content, some new content, something different. I don't know if I'm gonna actually, end up doing it, because it's a lot harder than it looks or sounds. It's really, really difficult to come up with a song. Cause I'm trying to make everything from scratch. So I'm trying to make a whole like little like maybe 6-7 song mixtape.
Yeah, you should drop 100 songs.
Like, it's just hard to come up with like lyrics, and I'm trying to make the songs, so make sure that like the songs sound at least okay. Because even though it's like not serious, I don't want it to be like bad, like sounding like really random and bullcrap.
Yeah,
I want to at least sound a little decent. Okay, I'm gonna just get to it. So something I was thinking about, my roommate Solomon. I went and picked him up from work yesterday, right? And I was like, just woke up from a nap before I left to go get him. So I was like dead sleep. Like I was
Yeah.
sleeping in the car waiting for him to get out of the building.
Yeah.
So he gets in the building, right? And he comes and he was like, these front counter girls were talking about you. Woke me the hell up. I was like, what you talking about? And he was like, yeah, they were talking about you, saying you were like cute and stuff. And I was like, what? And I don't talk to I talked to like maybe one or two front counter girls out of like maybe like I think we have 6. But the ones he was talking about, I don't talk to. I don't think I've ever said a word to them.
So basically, hold on, let me give a little like backstory. So Solomon, our roommate, and then Roderick, they work at the same place, at this go-karting place, and Roderick basically saying some girls that work at the front desk said he was attractive.
And then one of them, I think he said she was new, because she said she had never seen me before. But the other one said, yeah, he's attractive. He just doesn't. She's like, he's hard to approach. Or seems unapproachable because I guess I just don't say anything to him. But that's because like the one who said that had like went off on like, because I'm like, my position is called a track official. So I like run the races out on the track and we watch them and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So she came out there and she kind of like went off on us a little bit like 3 weeks ago. So I was like, okay, bet she doesn't like us at all. So I'm just not going to say anything to her. But I guess.
What did she say to go off on y'all?
No, I mean, she was just like, I think we had like adjusted, like moved a race around. I guess she had made up and she came out there and she was like, don't adjust races because when they get upset, they got to come and yell at me. So don't do that, blah, blah, blah. But if you're going to do that, you got to let us know, blah, blah. So she was just talking. Because I've been doing that. First of all, she's only been working there for like 3 months. Mm-hmm. I've been working there a whole year and some change. So I know what I'm doing. I run head track. I'm in charge. I know what I'm doing. So, and the people who we moved never went out there and talked to her or anything like that because it was not that deep. But yeah. So she said, I guess they think I'm attractive. When I mean, I do look good. Like I look at myself in the mirror sometimes. I'm looking at myself right now.
How are you looking at yourself right now?
You have a mirror right there.
Oh, okay. Roderick was saying he was listening to my podcast I did with Brandon, and literally that podcast, me and Brandon, all we really did talk about was music.
It wasn't like, it was just like, it was okay, but then I think it ended up being like I didn't know, it was just like, it was just a lot of talk about music, and it was getting like really detailed and specific, and you guys were referencing a lot of stuff I know I don't listen to like that personally. So it was just like, okay, subject change. And you guys never did the subject change. I think you guys talked about that shit for like 15 minutes straight.
Yeah. I mean, me and Brandon, like, I always like talking to Brandon because he can relate because we listen to a lot of music, like anything that's new and stuff like that. Hold on, Alexis is texting me. And then she hung up.
She knows he's.
She texted me and she was like, cause she called me cause she's home alone, and I guess I don't know, cause she was scared or whatever. Not scared, but I don't know. You know how sometimes you just like people being there.
Yeah.
Just like the presence, I guess. Sometimes I feel like that, but sometimes I just like to be around myself. Well, I don't know. I'm starting to like being by myself again because at first when I was a freshman, and so I don't know if y'all know this, but my first year in college, I went to Mississippi like for the first time, and I've like never been there before, and I stayed there my whole freshman year, and I really didn't know that many people, and I didn't really get a chance to get to know that many people. So like basically I was just by myself talking to my girlfriend on FaceTime like every night, but like I was just by myself and I didn't like being by myself. So then like when I came to UNC Charlotte, I kind of like made sure I wasn't by myself all the time, but now like since I've been here for a while, I kind of like being by myself and having my alone time again. Even though like I can see Alexis a whole lot more, so I'm not really alone all the time. But y'all know how it is. The people listening, like sometimes you just like having your alone time and
Yeah.
not being around other people.
Yeah, there are times I like hanging out with people and everything, but sometimes like I feel like I can. There are times where I feel like I can entertain myself more or better to my standards, or like say there's something like on Netflix or something I've been dying to watch or catch up on. I'd rather stay and do all of that before I go out and do anything like crazy, just because that's I've been looking forward to it, and I think that's more interesting than doing whatever we're gonna do. 9 times out of 10, it usually is more interesting.
Yeah. Hey, so lately I've been thinking about moving like to an apartment because I'm about to graduate. So yeah, let me fill y'all in as best as I can. So since nah. Okay, so since the last podcast, I figured out that I'm gonna graduate next December. So not this December coming up, but next December. And I'm trying to figure out like I wanna get an apartment, like an actual apartment, cause like so people who are in college, y'all know. Well, hopefully, I think it's like that at y'all school or whatever. But like it's apartments around our campus and like you pay like let's say $500 a month, but it's just for that room. It's not for your whole apartment unit. Like, and then if it's like you have a roommate, let's say like 3 other roommates, so it's a 4-person apartment. Everybody's paying $500 at once, and then that's like $2K that they're getting off of that one apartment unit. And like just think about the person who owns it and collecting all that money. So it's dumb. And the apartments don't even look that nice. But anyways, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to get an actual apartment. And I've been talking to Roderick about it, about like moving it. Well, I've been talking to all my roommates, but honestly, niggas really haven't been like sinking like we used to. So everybody on like their own stuff. So far Roderick's down, but it would just be me and him. So I don't know. Shoot. Any Chopp'd subscribers want to move in? Send me a DM and let me know if you want to move in. If you're a cool person. But anyways, I've been on that tip. Then I've been trying to get a credit card so I can build my credit so I can buy a car and just like loan it and then just like pay on it and have a car note. So I really been trying to get my life together, bro, for real. Then I never done an internship, but I need to like get another job so I can stop getting paid only once a month. I'm really talking about a lot of personal stuff. But like I told y'all, I'm being transparent with y'all again. Not again, but I'm being transparent with y'all now. So that's what's going on basically. And chilling. And I've been thinking about how I want to like come back to my main channel. My main channel, Life with Leo, and like what video I want to do to like come back with, like not start a series or anything, but just like a actual video that would be interesting. I was thinking about shooting like a mukbang video just to like talk and like let those subscribers on that channel know like what's going on, like right now, like what I'm doing with y'all. Or I can just come out with like, it would be random. Wouldn't it be random to just come out with a prank? Low key. No, if I haven't been posting in a long time.
If you haven't been posting in a long time, when you post a video, it's gonna be something. So what would you post?
I was saying like I may do a mukbang just to like let them know what's been going on.
I think you can do whatever.
And what I was thinking like vlog. So make a vlog to go get the food, to do the mukbang, and then tell them to go to the main channel to see the mukbang, and then from there I just do like other videos. So that's 2 videos. That's a video on the vlogs That's a video on the vlog channel, and that's a video on the main channel. Then I may, after I get paid this month, I'm gonna have to figure out. I have to figure out what I'm gonna get. Damn, I'm just venting, bro. You say something.
So I'm looking at this basketball band sign up sheet right now. There's some people who haven't showed up to any games or anything, and there's this one girl. Her name is Hannah, and she was in the trumpet section.
You can't say that shit.
Why not?
What if she listens to this video? Or listen to this podcast? What if she just comes across and she's like, "What the fuck? Why is he talking about me?"
Well, I'm just not. I'm not. I'm not.
Or why
I'm
you
not
saying
talking. I'm not
her
talking
name?
ish.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not. No, you don't even know what I'm gonna say.
Okay, go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
You just assume I'm gonna talk. No, I'm just saying. I was looking. I was wondering if she's gonna sign up for a game, and I see she signed up for games, and she's already signed up. She already planned out her 22 games, and like the last 22.
You probably got a busy schedule.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure she set up like this because I guess whatever her schedule is now, she can't do it. So it was just interesting to me to see that because she hasn't signed up for. I haven't seen her other than like the rehearsals we had. Here it is. Yes. So that was just something a little interesting. I was looking at. You guys probably don't care, but that's what it's interesting to me because I haven't seen her pop up.
I thought you was gonna talk some shit about her.
Like,
That's
well,
why
I don't have
like,
anything to talk.
No, because fuck. But if she listens to this shit,
I'm not talking shit.
I'm about to say something.
Okay, I don't have anything to say bad about her.
But okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say it.
So first of all,
I'm gonna say
I'm
it.
gonna just say this right now since this is me.
I'm gonna be loose.
This is just hold on. If you don't want her to hear it, you can edit this part out.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to. Okay. Anyway, so it's a person that I know.
Sure.
Let's say it's a person that I know. Oh yeah, this could segue into something. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think before I say this so I can make the right decision. So it's a person that I know. Roger can guess it. Don't say the person though. So it's a person I know. She was like, yeah. I don't want to say it because Hannah's not gonna listen to this.
No, this girl. I want to.
So this person I know said, she was like, yeah, Hannah's a racist.
What?
Bro, I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass.
What? Okay, so for people who don't know, Hannah's white.
Oh yeah, duh.
Don't say yeah, duh.
People,
Asians can be racist. Indians can be Native Americans.
When people
can be
talk
racist.
about races, they're talking about
people,
black people.
Assume, but yeah, see, that's a problem. People shouldn't assume a gender, or not gender,
a race, ethnicity. But anyways, okay.
Racist.
So
that's a bad way of thinking.
So they were saying, yeah, I think she was saying like, yeah, she called this one guy a nigga. Like she was like, yeah, nigga, or something like that.
What the fuck did she say that?
I was like, and then so when this person told me that, I was like, what?
No, who is this person?
Because this person be saying some outlandish
Oh,
stuff.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Let me text you real quick.
You know what I'm talking about. Well, I'm not going to say the person's name.
Just look at your phone.
Yes. Honestly, you don't have to text me. Yes. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. Yes.
First of all, she said something about somebody else that I don't believe. She said this one. I don't know. Actually, I can't say that. I don't know if I can say that.
No.
But one
let's
thing.
Just get off of that person.
Hold on.
It says she. That just breaks it down.
We can cut this out. But I don't care. Dang, what was I gonna say? I don't think she's racist. Because if she was racist,
she's probably not.
The only thing, I don't want to say racist. The only thing that was like caught me off guard. I think she voted for Trump.
But a lot of
people, yeah, like
that.
our assistant. Like I have friends, or I know people who have voted for Trump, but that doesn't make them bad people.
Hold up, I have a question about that. This is probably gonna make me sound stupid. And in Earth 3, when everything is where in Earth 3 where everything is different and my whole life has changed, my baby mom's Yara Shahidi would get pissed at me for this. Who were we voting for in November? Was that the presidential election or was that something else?
You mean like Tuesday?
The one that just passed.
It was just that was like state government. That was all state stuff, state elections. That was like voting for governor and.
Okay, so that wasn't the president.
No.
Okay, I was about to say.
You don't vote for the president. You would know when we're voting for president. They will make that a big thing.
Because Donald Trump hasn't been elected for 4 years. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
we won't vote for another president until like 2020.
Okay. All right. I was just curious because I was like, because they were saying, like, I was seeing something on stuff on Twitter and Instagram saying, like, your vote could mean, like, he gets impeached or something like that. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, so
like,
how it
was
works,
this the presidential election?
They have 4-year terms. So he started at the beginning of 2017.
Yeah.
His term will end 2020. We'll vote for the new president.
That makes sense.
And they will start 2021.
That makes sense. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were we saying?
But they were just making that, not they, but these elections are important too. They weren't not important. It's just these elections were more towards state stuff, and I don't know if I want to. I don't even think I want to get into political stuff because that's
we don't got to. What we were saying was
voting is important.
She voted for Trump. No, we were talking about
she voted
Hannah
for Trump. But just because she voted for Trump doesn't mean she's racist or she hates black people or anything.
And honestly, bro, ever since my last roommates, I honestly just think a lot of people vote for Trump just because their parents do, or like that's just the neighborhood.
Do that because of people vote for people because of their party afflictions.
Yeah.
Sometimes regardless of their views.
I think that's what.
Some people probably voted for Donald Trump because they thought he was funny and they thought it was a joke and he wasn't gonna win. There are a whole bunch of other reasons.
And for my black people that listen to this, that's kind of like me, bruh. Ever since I've been around white people, they do like some, how can I say it? White people do like some really like sarcastic shit. Like their humor is different. Like people putting like Hennessy in the write-in space for like.
I think they were doing
Harambe and Hennessy like that gets like a lot of like not even white people but just like black people know like y'all know what I'm talking about. Like that gets a lot of people like that's funny to them. Like and like okay, so seeing that no one likes Trump and all this other like stuff, voting for him is just like funny. So it's like, cause why not? He's the odd personality, you know. They do stuff like that. I learned that when I came here, cause like I don't be around a lot of. I'm not racist. I'm just. I grew up in like
around black people.
On the west side of Charlotte, and like it was only like 2 white people at my high school. So like the stuff that I know is it's more African American hood knowledge than like
upbringing's more cultured around black people.
Yeah, so
I know when I was growing up, I was around a lot of white people.
Yeah,
and that was just because I was just living on the good side of where I was staying at, because my parents just wanted me to go to a good school and everything. So it just happened most of the time those people end up being white people. Not saying black people aren't good people, they all that type of stuff. It just happened. The school I went to obviously had a lot more white students than black students, and that's almost everywhere. And I was just living in a good part of town. It was a military town, so there are more white people in the military than there are black people in the military. I think that's just a fact. But yeah, so I was raised around a lot more white people, so I'm used to because I know Anthony used to tell me it used to be weird him seeing all these white people on campus. But to me, it's normal because I've been in class in grades where it's only been 2 or 3 black people in the whole class, including myself. So I'm used to that. I'm used to being a minority in a lot of stuff. I'm an Eagle Scout. I'm gonna say that I'm an Eagle Scout, and my whole troop was white. And I think in the whole time I've been there, we've had 3 black people. period,
Man,
in my
that's
troop.
crazy.
The rest are white. I think we've had one Asian. We had a Native American dude, but everybody else has been white. And there have been black troops, but I was just in a white troop just because it was closer. Our troop was got closer to my house. But yeah,
I wanted to do that Boy Scout stuff. Well, I guess every little boy wanted to do it at first, but no one. I never took it. Like my mom never.
it
Probably
taught me-
mentioned to it. I probably mentioned it to her once, and she was like, "Oh, okay." So like that's it.
To me, Boy Scouts taught me it taught me how to be more. It taught me how to be responsible. It taught me how to be independent, and it's the reason I like to be. I like leadership roles, and I like being a leader and in charge because that taught me those values, and it makes me feel good to be able to be in charge or run something, and whatever you're in charge of runs smoothly. Like that's a good feeling to know that you're doing a good job and your I don't know how to say it. Your influences and your ideas are helping, stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
On Instagram, I feel what you're saying though.
Yeah, I got you.
That's some real shit, bro. I feel that, bro. I respect that, bro. But anyways, I was on Instagram, the Shade Room. Well, the Shade Room posted Jacquees singing Ella May's "Boot Up" remix, and I know I have just remembered that I watched this interview of her saying like she don't care if he sing it, but as long as he is not trying to get monetary value off of it. So like basically like getting paid for doing it. But
yeah, I saw that same interview, and she was saying she was cool with him and stuff. And I saw another video somewhere, and they were cool, and they were talking, and he was about to leave somewhere, and she's like, "You leaving? Yada yada yada. I'll see you." They gave each other hugs and stuff. Pretty sure that was after all this beef, so I'm pretty sure they're cool and everything. And I don't know about this performance. I don't know if he's getting paid or not for it. Hopefully he's not.
Well, he probably isn't getting paid. He's probably getting paid for the performance, just not getting paid for the song.
Yeah. So,
but honestly, that would come in with the performance, though, right?
I don't know, but I feel like if they're cool, hopefully, if I was him, I would have asked Ella May if I could sing my version, like his version, at the concert or whatever he's performing at. So hopefully he did that. But I don't know. I don't know. Then I saw Tekashi 6ix9ine. The shooting, you saw that?
Yeah, hold on, which one? You talking about when YG Goons pulled up to the thing?
The dressing rooms? The other day. Yeah, it was like yesterday. Hold on.
I seen that like he beefing with YG and them, like 6ix9ine beefing with YG and his like goons and stuff. I guess that's what they said on the Shade Room.
Yeah, it was a video shooting.
Yeah, and they pulled up to it was like Tekashi.
This was
Kanye West
2 days ago. Yeah, Kanye West, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
and
they just started shooting.
They started shooting, and the only room that got shot up, like they shot a bullet and it went through Nicki Minaj's dressing room.
Yeah,
but she wasn't there.
in there though.
Yeah, she wasn't in there. And then as soon as that happened, Kanye left after that, and Nicki hadn't shown up yet. And then I saw something, and it was like, I'm reading off of the Shade Room off of Instagram. They were saying that let me get it. So I got it word for word. Thankfully, she wasn't there. That's not all, though. We hear that the room was initially supposed to be Tekashi's room, but he allegedly switched. And I was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they don't like that nigga, bro.
I swear, I've seen like 3 or 4 shootings that have something to do with his name in the last like month. It's been like 3 or 4 of them, like month or two. All these shootings, Tekashi 6ix9ine shootings. So he just trolls people, and people he trolled don't play that shit.
Yeah, but he don't care, but he
needs to cut that shit out.
That nigga's reckless, bro. He's still beefing with Trippy, and I seen this thing last night on Instagram. They was like, how are you? And so basically, okay, so what Tekashi do, he be beefing with niggas, then he like find they ex-girlfriend or they baby mama and smash them. So like they found him going into like the Louis Vuitton store or something like that in L.A. They was like, "How are you and this girl?" And he was like, "Yo, I fucked his girlfriend so hard last week." I was like, "What?" Like, bro, like he be out of pocket, but he got security, so like he feel like he can't be touched. I don't know, bro. I just wouldn't be playing them games because honestly, like if the rapper knows somebody that's not famous and like a local and just catch you slipping, it could be a bad business. You know what
You
I'm
saw he
saying?
got new face tattoos.
Who? 6ix9ine?
Yeah,
Nah, I ain't see that.
yeah. I'll send it to you right now. Yeah, he got.
Bro, y'all need to stop these face tattoos, man. Lil Xan, he kind of messed that
It's
up for
around
all
like
of
he
y'all.
has a 6ix9ine on his right side, and he's got a rose. He got that rose on the left side.
Yeah,
He got like it's bordering around like the side of his face, going up, top of his forehead, coming down. And it's like the one side kind of looks like a vineyard, like vines and stuff. I think,
that's crazy, bro.
and then the other side is red, and I don't know what it says. I don't know what that is. It looks stupid.
Like, imagine seeing them in person. Like, I know them niggas probably look scary at first though. Like not even like on no soft stuff, but like think about someone at your house, like you in front of somebody you just met, and they got ink all over their face. Like I would have to get used to seeing that. Like I can see it on my phone and the TV, but like seeing that in person, like you probably look weird.
Like I'm not against tattoos, but like
I'm against face tattoos.
yeah, like on your face, that's like
especially these light skinned people,
Like,
bro.
it's
It
like-
looks too like bright, not bright, but it's
honestly,
too
I
distinct
don't
on your
care for it.
face.
Like low key, like
Gucci Man got face tattoos, but you low key can't see it
Yeah.
because this nigga is
like
black.
I
Like he's
think
dark
maybe like
as
a minimal
like,
type
dark as
tattoo,
crap.
like something really small somewhere on your face, maybe okay, sure. Kind of like what Kaylani has. I think she got like 2 or 3. Let me see. It's nothing crazy. Let me see. Let me see her face. She got something under her eye. Damn, she got makeup on. She got something under her eye. I think that's just one thing. Like something like that's really small, little minimal. If she wanted to, she could cover that up with makeup easy. But like you get shit all over your face, like what is that?
Yeah, it ain't.
Then you try to change you like try to turn your whole life around and do something like normal, like you want to be an actor, you want to like like you want to do some serious business. People don't take you serious because you look like goofy as fuck. 'Cause you got like an ice cream cone on your fucking forehead.
Bruh, and if the rapping don't work,
Yeah.
niggas gotta start playing at Harris Teeter or Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, people like that wouldn't
It's
have
raps.
And then you can't even get a job over there because why would they have someone looking that fucking to them? That looks scary as fuck. Working at McDonald's saying, "Hey, can I take your order?" Why the fuck would I want you taking my order? You look. I don't want to.
And I'm not even judging,
yeah,
but
because
bruh,
I understand, but like that's to other people looking in, that looks really fucking scary, and people just assume shit.
I ain't even. I'm all for free expression, but I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. It's probably. Look, I'm gonna say this now. It's probably gonna be the new wave in a couple of years. Everybody gonna have face tattoos. That's gonna be the new spot to get a tattoo. But right now, I don't know. I guess I'm just old, and I'm not even old. I'm just 21. I'm not comfortable with it. If I ask my cousins that are like 16, 17, they probably like, yeah, that's the new wave. But I'm just not with that, honestly. But
Hold on. Something I was thinking about. I think there's a lot of rappers with like face tattoos that don't have tattoos anywhere else. I was thinking about that.
low key, and that's just you clout chasing, so you should feel stupid.
Like
If that's the first place you get a tattoo, bro,
if you
you
get
are
tattoos and you fill up your body, then maybe yeah. But if you got nothing on your body, you look stupid as fuck. Like I think 6ix9ine's got. I'm trying to find no homo. Find a shirtless picture to see. prove my point.
Yeah, he got 6'9" tatted on his stomach.
But I mean, but he still got empty space for other stuff, and you put all that shit on your face.
Yeah, but I think he got 6'9" came out with tattoos everywhere.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
He got 6'9" on his forehead. He got 6'9" on his knuckles.
I'm looking at him right now. Yeah, he's got plenty of space on his body, on his on his arms and shit for more tattoos.
I don't know, man. He came out kind of wild, anyways. I got something for you. Is it anything you want to confess? Like anything? Okay, think about listen. Anything bad you ever did that you just never brought up, you repressed it, and it's okay enough to say.
Let me.
Is there anything you want to confess?
Let me search real quick. Like something between us?
No, like
I feel like something
in
between
your
us would
life.
make it juicy. Let me think.
No, I don't want to talk about that. You know what? I don't care. You know what? Just go ahead. Because honestly, I don't even know why I asked the question. Because I can't even think of anything.
Damn. It's crazy. Coming into this podcast, I had so much to say.
That's what it be like. That's why I be
And
like,
then
I don't want to say too much.
Here and like brain farts. I don't know. I feel like it's because we keep coming in here like all proper and stuff. I think we just need to come in here like
on like some ghetto hood shit. Not hood shit, but just like on some organized.
Like straight into it, like no intro, like just start talking.
Just like straight.
Like we can introduce it. Well, we at least start just off a topic and then maybe like come out with like an introduction or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But something juicy I repressed. Something bad I did. What'd you say?
I mean,
what is it? It's like something bad.
It ain't gotta be nothing bad. Like, let's say you did something good, and you just didn't tell nobody. You just kept it to yourself. It was just like your personal good Samaritan deed of the day, and like you felt like you did a good thing that day, and you just wanna say something about it.
I can't think of anything. I know something bad I did.
Yeah, go
I wasn't
ahead.
supposed to do. My parents had left. I think they went somewhere.
You gotta give the full story.
Well, this is this is the beginning of it. So I think my parents. I was at home.
When was this?
I think I was 16 or 15 or 16. I didn't have a license. I think I had my permit, but I didn't have a license. So I woke up in the morning. I think my parents went somewhere. My sister was gone too. I don't know where she was at. My parents left, I think, to go do something with the car, get it fixed or something. So they went together. So like someone could drive back while it gets fixed. And I was hungry. So I had a little bit of money in my pocket. I decided, hey, I'm gonna go to a Food Line. So I went into my parents' room, took one of the car keys, and drove over to Food Line by myself. Never driven by myself before. I only have my permit, so this is super duper illegal. Like, I am not supposed to be driving, and I know I'm not supposed to be driving, but I wanted some food, and I was like, why not? I'm not going to get caught as long as I get back fast. So I went over to Walmart, or not Walmart, I went over to Food Line, got like some English muffins, some eggs, some sausage, I think some orange juice. I came back, made like 2 or 3 breakfast sandwiches. And, yeah. I never found out, never told him. Stole a car, drove by myself illegally, came back. Never told anybody about that. No, never told my parents about that.
Dang, what's something that I've done? That was pretty bad. Dang, what's something that... I don't know. I got
hard,
something.
I feel like I just everything I do. I feel like I don't think it's bad, but it's like I don't tell them everything I do. You know what I mean? Like I don't tell my parents every single thing I do. So like if I decide I wanted to go, like I'm 20, so I can't drink alcohol or anything. But if I wanted to go drink some alcohol, I wouldn't tell my parents, oh, I just had some beer, Mom. Like I'm not that type of child. I just tell my parents every single thing. But damn, I can't think of anything. Let me try to figure something else out.
No, I mean, you straight.
I know. I just feel like I have some juicy stuff.
You got some more stuff?
I mean, I've done. Yeah, I do a lot of.
I've done a lot of bad stuff.
Not bad stuff, but just stuff I just don't. Oh yeah, there we go. I got one. So I was messing with this girl, or I was talking to this girl. I thought I was talking to this girl.
Oh, I can say that.
I think you've I told you this before. So I was messing with this girl. You know what? I don't even care if I name her. Her name was Jennifer. Honestly,
oh, okay.
I don't think enough people are gonna watch this, or anybody's gonna watch this and go crazy. So I'm not gonna do too much. Never mind. I was gonna tag her Instagram, but I'm not gonna do all that.
Damn, bro, you really be trying to go out and get this girl, bro.
She did me really dirty. So
just let it go.
I was talking to her, right, and it was late. I think it was like 2:00 in the morning or something like that. We were talking, texting, and she was like, "You won't come over to my house or my apartment." Cause she was saying,
"Hold up, I don't even know this shit." Yeah. I don't think.
So
oh shit.
But cause she lived in this little apartment complex like across the street from my neighborhood.
No, you told me this.
Yeah.
I think you.
And I was like, "Bet I'll come." So I was kind of scared because I've never snuck out the house before. So I went to my mom's room at 2:00 in the morning, right? And I told her I'm gonna go to the store and get some eggs, and she was like, "Oh, okay." But she was half asleep, so I know she didn't know what I was saying. So I went over to that girl's house, or I went up to her door, and she was like, I guess she was shocked that I actually did it. And we were just kind of standing there, and I was like too scared to actually walk in, because her parents. The only reason it was okay that I did that was because both her parents were they work, I guess, in the middle of the night, so they weren't there. But I think they could have came back any second. So I was scared that I was gonna get caught, because she lives in an apartment, so it's one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
So we were talking, and that's it. I came back, and my mom got mad. What did I say? I took the car. She got mad at me, I think, because something I got some eggs, and I actually went to the store and got some eggs.
Oh yeah.
We already had eggs, and she got mad that I wasted money on some eggs. I don't know. She got a little upset, but that was I snuck out the house. That was crazy and scary. Heart was pumping.
All right, I got something. And this is so old. I feel like I said it, but I know the listeners haven't heard this before, this story. So basically, a long time ago, this Anthony used to be kind of wild. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. And my cousins, the last podcast, my cousin Jalen, he was there too. But I think I told Roderick this story a long time ago. He probably don't even remember. So basically, I was spending the night over my cousin's house. And it was this girl that I liked, but she didn't. I think she knew that I liked her, because I used to prank call her and some little boy shit, whatever. Bro, I would call her phone and be like, "Mom, I'm all out of hot Cheetos," on a private number, some lame shit. I don't know why I used to do that, bro. And she'd be like, "Anthony, please stop calling my phone." That's what she would say. And I still did it, but I used to be annoying. I was one of them type of guys. So, so one day we was prank calling people, because we were just bored and young, and nobody was at the house. It was just me and my cousins, and we prank called that same girl that I had liked, and bruh, I gave my cousin the phone. And she didn't answer. It went straight to voicemail. Bruh, he says some crazy stuff. I don't even want to repeat it. Just know, y'all, think about, the most out-of-pocket stuff you can say to a girl, a female. And, honestly, in 2018, it's even harsher if I was to say this, so I'm not going to say it. But, yo, it was just bad. So then I was even shocked. I was like, all right, just hang up. And I didn't even know how she knew it was me or whatever. So anyways, I get back home the same day, and I'm in the room with my mom, and I get a call. And I answer it, and she's like, "This is Jaden's mother. Can I speak to your mom?" And I'm like, oh, shit. And I give my mom the phone, and my mom was like, "What? He did what? What? She was like, and then she was on the phone with her for a long time, and then she was saying like, yeah, uh, she was saying like what the mother didn't like what you did with blah 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 blah. My cousins, I'm not gonna name them because blah blah blah. But she was like, I didn't like what you did, blah blah blah. Jaden don't feel safe to go back to school, and she feel like that, like she feels uncomfortable and like, bro, because they said some crazy stuff, bro, like kidnap, like
What?
that type of like on that tip, bro, like. And
Damn.
I liked her, and I don't know.
She
Even
didn't
now,
know
even
it
now,
was just a joke.
even now though, even Alexis can even vouch for this. Like, if a girl don't feel comfortable around me, that makes me. I ain't even tell nobody this, but I don't like when a girl doesn't feel comfortable around me, especially if a girl I like I start freaking out, like for real, like even when Alexis like if she don't feel comfortable around me, like, or if she like feels awkward or something like that, I don't like that, and that makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong, or it makes me feel bad. So back then, when my mom told me that, and I knew I liked Jaden, and I was trying to work on it in my little weird ass Anthony ways for her to like me back.
Names.
Hmm.
You just use names.
What? Oh yeah, Jaden. Oh, sorry. No, whatever. Yeah. So I wanted her to like me back. And then when I found out, she was like, she became scared to go back to school and scared of me and uncomfortable. I just remember I not locked myself. I just sat in the closet for the rest of the day, and I just cried.
What?
Dead ass. I'm so serious. That was the longest I've ever cried in my life. I cried for like hours. But that shit was weird, and it's like my soul left my body, and I see myself crying, and I was just crying like so much that day because like, I don't know what was going on, bro. She was so crazy because like she was like love my life or whatever. Because I used to like girls heavy a lot back then. So like if you would give me attention, I was just like, okay, I could plan a future with you easy. But yeah, that's something that I've never told nobody. I think the only person that knows that is Alexis. I ain't never told her that. So Jaden, if you listening to this, I'm sorry. Still, I apologized to her too. No, this will happen. The rest of the school year, ever since then, I avoided her. Like, and then my mom she was like, you need to call her and apologize. So it took me like a month, and I wrote out a script, and I was like, I got her number from her mom or something like that, and I called her, and then I apologized, and I remember that was the first manliest thing I did, and I remember that I was in the house of prayer bathroom. I was in my church bathroom, and I apologized to her. I was like, hello, Jaden, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for doing that. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. And then I said all this. It's so cringy to talk about. I've never said this out loud. This has always been in my head. And then she was just like, it's okay. It's all right. I'm over it. Blah, blah, blah. Then I never talked. I avoided her. Then I remember one day in the stairway, like after class, cause have y'all used to have like if you were a senior, you could like you had like a free block or something like that. That ever happened to you? You were listening, bro?
Yeah, I'm listening.
I'm asking. I just asked you a question.
What?
You're not fucking listening. Whatever. I'm doing this shit for myself because I've never said this shit out loud. But anyways, you ever been a senior and like, have you ever had a free block to where you can just?
No.
Anyway, so at my school we had free blocks.
I mean, I know what you're talking about. I just never had one.
Yeah, so we had a free block. So I was just like, whatever, and I'll just be around the campus. I would be in the school or whatever, just sitting around. And I remember Jaden came and sat with me and my other friends that I was with, and it was so awkward. I wasn't making eye contact with her or anything like that. And then she was like, she randomly just brought up, she was like, BTW, we're cool. I'm not mad at you or anything. And I was like, and I tried to play it cool, even though I was like, whoa. At the time when I was young, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Why did she say that? What was her intentions behind that? But I was like, this is what I said, y'all. I swear, this is what I said. Young Anthony. This is when my Mac game was growing. I could tell like I was getting smooth. This wasn't even smooth, but this was smooth for my age. I was like, yeah, it's all right. It's whatever. That's what I said. That's what I said.
Not smooth.
That was smooth to me back then because usually I used to be an open book. I would pour my heart out to everybody. That's why kind of why I'm like conservative and quiet now a little bit. But anyways, that's some shit I did, bruh. And everybody else who's listening. Dang, bruh, I'm really, bruh. Look, I've never told nobody that. I've never told nobody that. Well, Alexis, I don't think. And I tell her everything. I don't think I've ever told nobody that. So if you are listening to this, keep that and cherish that, what I just said. Don't ever do nothing like that. Even though you don't know what my cousin said, just know that it was some bad shit.
I had a story similar to kind of with like that. Kind of. Not really. Kind of.
Well,
it's the same story as. Damn, we've been talking for an hour.
It's an hour up there?
It's 58 minutes.
Yeah,
I felt long.
Yeah, probably don't go into a conversation. Don't go into another story.
All I'm gonna say is the story I was gonna tell is the same story that I made an animation for on my YouTube channel, Trey Swami.
Oh yeah, just plug that.
So it's an animation that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a part 1. I haven't dropped part 2 yet. It's called Talking to My Classmate's Girlfriend, Trey Swami. Look that up on YouTube. It's really good. It was a crazy story. I know you guys would enjoy it. And if you guys want me to drop part 2, just let me know and I'll drop it. I have it in the vault. We're ready to, be released, but that's only if you guys want more.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll wrap it up by then. Okay. Dang, I feel like I talked a lot.
You did.
But
This whole little story you just told was long.
But yo, I mean, I had to come back. I miss doing this. Okay, look, I'm about to be totally honest right now. I like doing this better than I like doing YouTube videos, low key. I don't know why, but I don't know. This is just, I like podcasts. Ever since, like, honestly, I'm gonna put this in the title. I will put David Dobrik in the title just to see if you can watch it. Listen to this. But yo, you put me on podcasts, and I like this. I like conversations. Honestly, that was one of the sole purposes for Chopp'd, just to have like conversations and like just to get people talking again. Because like a lot of people don't even talk to each other no more. Like people go to like dinners and like social events, and they're just on their phones, and like nobody's getting to know each other anymore. And like even now, like trying to talk to people think it's like an ulterior motive, and like sometimes like niggas are just trying to like say what's up, like say hey, like it's not even that deep. But I feel like podcast is a way to like just hear how people can conversate with each other, and I don't know, I really like doing this. So honestly, I like this vlog. I just said vlog, fuck. I like this podcast, and this was a good one. Go follow Roderick, aka Trey Swami, on all his platforms. I'll plug them in the description on YouTube, and also the Anchor app. So if you have like Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and Spotify and stuff like that, you can find his stuff in the description for that podcast if you just click more or something like that. But anyways, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for listening. Y'all are now my friends and my family, because I just told you something I've never told anybody else. Thank you for listening to podcast number 6. Roger, you got anything else to say?
No.
Okay. All right, bet. So I'll see y'all later. Stay motivated and don't let anybody tell you anything you can't do. Gang, we out. Bye.